Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and quickly we will have a review of two terminologies today. The number one is preload and number two is afterload. After this we will discuss the Starling law. That is very easy terminologies, but still students get confused, so we will discuss it today. Now, what is preload? Let's just quickly review it. Preload is actually, the word is preload, that means something before the load. So usually consider this with an example of a tank that is at the end of blood filling. Now actually the tank acts as a ventricle. Now the ventricle that receives blood, so after receiving the amount of blood, the ventricle will be the amount of blood in the ventricle will be termed as preload, right? So the ventricles stretch at the end of the filling. As the blood will enter into the ventricles, they will the muscles will stretch, and so just consider is as a example of a pond. In this blood is entering into the pond, and the more the filling, the more will be the stretching of the ventricles. Now as there is increased venous return entering into the right atrium, then it will enter into the right ventricle. So the more the amount of blood will enter through the venous return, there will be more amount of preload. All right, so this is the mechanism. Now come to the terminology afterload. What is afterload? Afterload is actually the pressure that left ventricle has to face to overcome ejection of blood in aorta. What does that mean? It means that now tank is filled with the blood that was afterload. So once it is filled, it will contract and the blood will be pushed out to the systemic circulation, right? So when the systemic circulation when there is contraction of the blood, contraction of left ventricle, so it will require force to contract itself. So the pressure that left ventricle has to face to overcome the ejection of blood in aorta, so it will transfer the blood to the aorta, and it will require force to contract and push blood out to the circulation. So the amount of force that it has to face is actually afterload. So if the so this is the mechanism, that is Starling's law. The more filling, that is preload, the more stretching. This is preload terminology, and once it is more stretched, it will again contract and the blood will be pumped out. So this is Starling law. Simple. Thanks for watching, and please do like, subscribe and share.